Ugh, just getting myself ready for this introduction, and what's happening? Come on, be steady. And yes, that looks perfect. Greetings, fellow viewers. It is your news at 1. I am Cameron Kalinsky reporting to you live from CAMTHEMAN Studio. Welcome. In today's bulletin, we will be discussing a very large elephant in the room, as some of you have heard, called the coronavirus, also known as COVID-19. I got confirmation from CAMTHEMAN that I should tell you that there is no need to panic. He requires that you guys keep calm in this global crisis and quarantine yourself. Take the necessary precautions to make sure that you don't get infected. In other news, CAMTHEMAN has politely asked me to just make a few announcements based on his channel, which requires some compliance from you guys. Number 1, you need to subscribe to this channel, but not only that, I want you to notify your aunts, your family, everyone that you know about this channel, so that it can be of value to you, as CAMTHEMAN does speak about his life and aims to encourage you in that regard. So please subscribe, like, comment and share this video so that CAMTHEMAN can always improve on his content. So that is all for me, folks, for today. Do enjoy the CAMTHEMAN session. Good night. Good day. Guys, come on. It's only coronavirus. It's not like you're going to die or anything. I mean, how many report cases has there been? Only like 100 and something. Guys, there's no need to worry. You're not going to die. Even if you get coronavirus, your immune system will be strong enough to tackle it. Come on, guys. Let's just continue with life. Let's do our work as we did. Let's have contact sessions. Let's hug each other. Let's be happy. Let life take its place. I really don't know why you guys are raving about how dangerous this thing is. I mean, it will soon pass anyway. So please, just go on with life. Be happy. Welcome, guys. It is your boy Cam. Welcome to another installment to the CAMTHEMAN Sessions. Thank you for tuning in. Today's topic, I will be discussing the global crisis called the coronavirus. And I figured it would be so enlightening to you guys that I address people's dispositions toward the virus, and it just saddens me that some people are really not taking it seriously. So today what I'll be tackling is the issue of ignorance and why people are just so ignorant. As you see in that skit, that guy clearly is ignorant. So I don't know if he's a Christian, his walk may be thwarted or something, because a person who honors God will take every situation very seriously. So I'm just calling up on everyone to not be ignorant in this time. Do take the necessary precautions, because you're only helping yourself if you do that. If you're going to stay ignorant, not keep abreast of what's happening in the news and what people are saying, you basically risk the chance of getting it. And once you get it, what will you then say? Will you say that, well, nobody told me, or were you just ignorant? So please, I urge all of you to take it seriously. So just to suggest the practical steps that come with that is to make sure that you wash your hands like the way they said it. I know most of you know the rules, but guys, there are people that don't know. So that's why I'm telling you guys is that you should wash your hands for at least 20 seconds when you leave the house. Sanitize your hands with, I don't know what's the percentage of alcohol, but making sure that it is a high percentage of alcohol so that your hands can be sanitized, so that whoever you come in contact with, whether it's just with a fist bump, because that's what we want to encourage, or with the elbow, to not touch with the open palm hand, as that can lead to the spread of the virus. For those that are traveling, I know that the public transport is taking initiative to wipe their steering wheels and making sure that the seats and everything else is sanitized, because it would be so sad to see that South Africa don't take the necessary precautions in everything in the public transport, because those are very crowded areas and there's a high risk of getting it. It's a very serious pandemic, as you guys are calling it. If we are just going to lay back and not take the necessary precautions, we risk the chance of infecting other people, and that is not what a Christian does. A Christian acts in love and kindness, right? So we need to be recipients of that truth. We need to actually obey the rules of the government. That is how we know that we are actually obeying God. God has put authorities in place, and hopefully good ones, to inform the rest of society about what's happening. Some Christians, they have this misconception that, you know what, I don't really have to take this whole pandemic thing that seriously. And that's where they are wrong. You need to take it very seriously. Government is they reiterating it as many times as they can, so that everyone can know. It just reminds me of our role as Christians to tell others about Jesus. We don't want to have that scenario where somebody says that nobody told me about Jesus, and that's why I'm standing in front of God, giving him an account of my life, not knowing him. That is sort of the sad thing as well, because a lot of people, they don't know because they didn't hear, right? And for us that we are well informed, basically we keep abreast of what's happening online, and so we know what to do. So the question is just, are you doing it? Now God is showing you what the problem is, but are you doing it? Are you obeying it? And if you're not, that is a sign of disobedience. I don't know why some Christians, they get it wrong. They look at God as their provider, but they don't take any initiative. And that is not God's will for our lives. God's will for our lives is to be receptive to everyone, to learn from people as much as we can. And yes, just be transparent. Ask questions. If you don't understand something, ask questions. It's basically like that in every area of our lives. Your work, the role you play in society. Just to be receptive and listen, be a critical listener, a good listener. And that's how you prevent things from happening. Like they say, prevention is better than cure, right? So you don't want to be in that situation where you end up regretting being ignorant, right? It's all the more wise just to say, wow, I cherish wisdom so much that I take initiative. So remember the story of Moses in Exodus, where God instructed Moses and all the Israelites to take a lamb and slaughter it, and with the blood seal the walls and the windows pane, so that the spirit or the angel of death cannot come upon Egypt and destroy Israelites as well. The coronavirus reminded me, and the ignorance that some people have towards it just reminded me of that story. God instructed them to take it seriously, because that way they won't have to die. Now a lot of people are ignorant, and God is telling them consciously, through the government, through social media. I mean, everyone knows about coronavirus. I would be very, very disappointed if someone didn't know about virus. But the reality is, there are people that don't know about it. And on the other hand, some people are just very ignorant. They choose to just ignore the news. They don't take necessary precautions. And the question to you guys and for myself as well, we should question ourselves too. Are we slaughtering the lamb and painting our doors so that the angel of death may not come upon us? Or are we just like, like the Egyptians, they had opened doors, they had opened buildings, and so that led to their demise? Are we going to really be like that? Are we just going to be ignorant? And that is the question that I want us to really ponder on. We should take this thing very seriously, guys. And I don't mean in an intermediate level, like very, very serious. That is what everyone is urging us to do. We should literally wipe your phone with sanitizer. I mean, wash your laptop, the things that you use daily, sanitize them. And these are sort of like basic things that we should be actually be doing. Now we need to take it even more seriously because of this virus, and to a degree this virus just makes us more vigilant to say that you need to take extra care of your hygiene, because that's the only way that we can beat this thing as a society. Even if this thing does pass, we should still do what we're supposed to do. And I think it's a valuable lesson now that we will learn if we do take it seriously, and if this thing does come to pass. I do believe that it will come to pass as long as we take the necessary precautions. There shouldn't be outrageous outbreak. So I would urge all of us to do as we are told, listen to the government, don't complain in this time, just be compliant, because that is the wise thing to do. So please don't be like that dude, don't be ignorant. That's called ignorance. Not worried about what is happening in the world, and the Bible does says my people perish for lack of knowledge. It is just practical to practice wisdom, guys, and take the necessary precautions. Do not be in contact often with other people. Don't sneeze on them. Just protect yourself, and everyone else will also protect themselves, so that we can fight this thing together. That is what I wanted to address today. Let me know what you guys are thinking further about this comments. Am I making sense in what I'm saying? Maybe you guys can give me more biblical references as to help me elaborate more on this problem that we are facing regarding COVID-19 and ignorance. That's all from me for today, and I really do say thank you for tuning in, and until next time, cheers. I'll think about it. What you're saying does make sense. Thank you for telling me. I'll think about it. The topic of today is ignorance, and what does it actually mean, and how should we act towards ignorance. Well, ignorance is basically, it appears to be a very global pandemic, and it affects the lives of millions of people every day on a regular basis.